Video for you guys. In this video I'm going to fulfill a bit of a request I've had to take a look at and show off the new clan system. As you can see down in the description here, down in the chat box here, I've been playing around with some of the clan settings and clan chat and things like that, and I've set up a bit of a test clan just to show off for you guys some of the features. Now when Reaper of Souls hits, and if we get some ladder systems, it has been said by Blizzard that we might get some clan specific things, like there might be clan versus clan things that we can do. They kind of haven't really given too much detail yet. So in the current implementation in Reaper of Souls beta, clans are mostly just a place to hang out, chat with people, kind of group people together and find games a bit easier and just kind of have this base of operations, which in its own right is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more things being done with this in the future, but for the most part now it's just a pretty cool system, and certainly an improvement over the current method we have for managing groups of people in Diablo, which is nothing. Pretty much nothing. Anyway, so let's take a look at it. Now, it's bound to a hotkey by default, and I don't know what hotkey that is because I've actually rebound my ones, but if you can see down here, in key bindings, you will find, if we scroll up here, you'll see toggle clan page. I currently have it bound to period, but I can't remember exactly what it was bound to. I think it was like M or N or something like that. But I'll bring this up, and when you first tap this button, rather than being brought to a clan page like this, you're actually brought to a clan page where you can see a bunch of different recruiting clans. There's just a huge list of them. There's the name, and there's a little tiny bit of basic information about them, how many members. You can click on them, see how many members are in there, and you can choose to join a clan that way. The other way to join a clan is to have someone recruit you. So for example, I've created my own clan now so I can recruit people. So this guy here is already in a clan, but let's say if I go down to someone who's not in a clan, I can go clan, invite to clan, and that's the other way to get yourself into an actual clan. So now let's take a look at some of the other stuff. Here we have the Ziggy D clan, the ZD clan. You get a clan name and a clan tag, and you set this up when you create your own clan, or obviously if you're joining someone else's clan, you'll just get to see that. And on this news page, we have a few different things to play around with. Let's start off at the top with message of the day. You can the clan leader or anyone who has access to this option, so should be set message of days available to officers and Batman at the moment, which I'll explain soon why I'm Batman. But we have message of the day, which I can set, so I can just be like, herp, and that will be the message of the day. And this goes down into, I believe, the chat box here for everyone in the clan. It also gets posted to the clan news and is displayed up here. So next up we have clan information. This is kind of the description people see of your clan, and you can type in whatever you want down to here. And this is just a description for what your clan's about. You can say, you know, we're here to farm hardcore, that sort of thing, hardcore farming group, that sort of thing. And we've got total members and a list of members, which at the moment is just me by myself. You can right click pretty much wherever you see a name like this with brackets around it. You can actually right click it and access this person's things, like you can view their profile and all that good jazz, which looks pretty spiffy. In we can see the fallen heroes in hardcore there, which looks pretty spiffy in Reaper of Souls, I do admit. But coming back to this, we can also create news posts for people to see. So we can create a title, so we can go test post fours, and then we can edit whatever message we want in here. And then we can choose to either pin this post or just have it be a normal news post. So I'll just post this as a normal news post. It goes down to here, and I don't believe this one goes down to the chat though. These news posts are just displayed here. So if you're saying, you know, you're organizing a farming run tonight, or you're doing Hellfire Rings or something tonight, you can post this in here and everyone will see this who jumps to the clan page. Now you can also pin a post. As you saw, there was an option to pin a post up here. So as we can see, we now have a pin post over here, and if I mouse over, you can see both the title of the post and the description of the post as well as the person who actually posted it. So a few different things here. A good way of sort of like, if you're a leader of the clan, it's a good way to arrange and communicate with people. Seems pretty solid. And this, obviously, you can scroll down and stuff through here. Looks like there's news features as well. So other sorts of news, depending on your clan settings, will appear in here. So as you can see, we've got items, achievements, pretty much anything that people are posting in here. You can actually filter by this sort of stuff. But we'll get into more what you can change. Will show up in news a little bit later on. So next up we have the roster of players in the member. As you can see, I'm all by my lonesome, but we can see a few things here. We've got the class that they're currently playing, so even if I switch class now, so I can easily switch hero just to whatever, I'll switch to my Demon Hunter, and we can go in, and the clan, as you can see, is account 1, so if I go back to my roster, I now appear on my Demon Hunter. Now you can also see that their name, their level, all that jazz, and if they're playing on hardcore, they'll have this little hardcore symbol next to them that you saw there. It's also got some achievement and location of what I'm currently doing, and my rank, which is indeed Batman. So from here, obviously, you can click on this stuff, and this actually, if you just left click on this, it takes you straight to their page. So you can jump around and see all that sort of stuff. You can spy, you can creep on your clan members pretty easily in there. Now, you can also uncheck or not show offline members, so if you have some members that aren't currently playing, they'll still appear in here by default. Otherwise, you can filter that to only have offline members. I'm assuming that all offline members appear at the top, though. That would make sense. So let's take a look at some of the settings. You can have different clans depending on the language, so if you want to create a German clan, if you're somewhere in Europe, you can create any sort of language clan for you that makes sense, and that'll be the language that everyone communicates in it. And it also displays in the clan recruitment that this is, like, for example, a Korean clan, so that sort of thing happens there. Now when you create the clan, you get also an option to say whether you're looking for members, and if you check that box, or if you check the box here in the settings menu, you'll appear in that recruitment page when you first bring up that, so people will be able to see your clan there and join it there. So if you have a recognizable name or something like that, or something people know to look out for you, that's a way for the public, the general public, to sort of find you if you do want to invite people to your clan. So over here we've got ranks and permissions. Now, as you can see, I do have the rank of Batman currently. I can edit this rank name pretty easily just by typing in a new one here, but I'm definitely going to remain as Batman. There's 3 tiers. There's Batman or clan leader, where there's only one of these. There's an unlimited number of officers, well, I'm assuming to the clan limits, and then the general members. Now, obviously, the Batman clan has the ability to do any of this sort of stuff, promoting, add news items, edit notes on others, and all this sort of stuff. Actually, I'll go back and show that. And as you can see, officers have specific ones, but the clan leader can set more options for the officers. So the officers, we can give them to have set information and set language and all that sort of stuff if we want to for whatever reason. Or we can restrict things, so we can promote people to officers more. If we want to sort of like stop them from being able to post message of the day, we can do that as well. And same deal for members. Members have more restricted privileges, but you can allow them to add news items and things like that if you happen to trust your members and don't think they'll spam that there. So now I believe we can set the clan note for individual characters. Now if we see in here, there's a set clan note. Where was that? Set edit note on self and edit notes on others. So I can do that. So I can set a note to any person here. So you could probably designate someone as who is able to do something, or maybe this person's a stun tank or something like that. Some sort of note you want to designate on them. You can go and set the clan note in here, and you can just be like, chuck in whatever you want there, and other people will be able to mouse over and see that note in there. So it seems pretty good. Seems like a pretty solid way of organizing. As I said, you also get the chat channel, which is in itself a good way to just communicate with these people. I can be like, hello guys, and then it tells me that there are no clan members online to hear me. Aww. But it seems like a pretty good way to organize people. There's a lot of different little features, but as I said, there's not too much use for this in-game apart from just organizing people yet. But in the future, if we do get ladders, and I hope we do get ladders at Reaper of Souls launch, and maybe some other cool stuff like PvP and stuff, then our clans will play a much larger role. But at the moment, the features are here, and we can test them out and play around with them, and it's all looking pretty solid and pretty well polished so far.